Hi there, this is Jen Kitzmiller. It is December 5th, and I'm bringing you the planning briefing for this week. So just starting with current satellite imagery, you'll see the blue colors here showing where we have fog and low stratus. It's well entrenched across all of northwest Montana and down into the Missoula and Bitterroot valleys, as well as areas in north central Idaho, including Grangeville. With high pressure overhead, we're expecting this fog and low stratus to continue going into Friday. There is a really weak wave moving through that could cause some very light precipitation to fall out of some of the stratus in the form of either snow flurries or some really light freezing drizzle. Overall, we're not expecting big impacts out of this, but that is a possibility as we go through Friday. Now, moving forward, our next weather system is expected to come in Friday night and kind of last into Monday morning. I have that highlighted in the red area here, and you'll see virtually all areas have pretty high chances of precipitation, especially as we get to Saturday afternoon and evening. The tricky thing with this forecast is precipitation type. When we look at the regional snow level, so this is averaged over the whole area, you'll see snow levels are expected to come up possibly as high as 4,500 to 5,500 feet Saturday afternoon and evening before the cold front comes through. But with all that stratus and fog in the valleys, we have a lot of cold air trapped. And so the timing of how quickly that cold air mixes out is going to really impact precipitation type. And one area that we're really kind of zeroing in on some concerns for some freezing rain, maybe mixed with snow, but more so the freezing rain concern, is across northwest Montana, especially near the Idaho Panhandle. The main concern is going to be for late Friday night into Saturday morning when precipitation starts, and we should still have that cold air trapped in the valleys. So you'll see this is showing the probabilities of a wintry mix, and it's highest for areas like Libby, Troy, up towards Eureka, where we have about a 70 to 80% chance of seeing that mixed precipitation. It could extend down towards like Lookout Pass and then up towards Kalispell and Glacier National Park as well. So that's kind of the main area that we're really watching for that freezing precipitation. There is a low probability of a high impact event that could occur if that cold air is really slow to mix out and it hangs into Saturday afternoon. This is kind of showing a worst case scenario where we could have some heavier ice accumulations due to freezing rain. Now, again, this is a very low probability of occurring, only about a 5 to 10% chance, but we did want to highlight that there is this possibility of maybe some higher accumulations of ice if that cold air hangs on into Saturday afternoon. Looking at snowfall amounts from the system, as the cold front moves through Saturday, we will see most areas transition back over to all snowfall, with the mountains and the mountain peaks and passes being favored for the heavier precipitation and snowfall amounts. This is kind of a lower end forecast, so there's a 75% chance that snow amounts will at least be this much, and you'll see areas like Lookout, Low, Marias Pass have a good shot of seeing several inches of accumulating snow. If I go up to the kind of higher end forecast, so there's only a 25% chance that amounts will be this high or higher. You'll see again the passes favored, but we start to see some snowfall potential in some of the valleys. Even Missoula has potential of seeing an inch. One area I want to call out is the Camas Prairie including Grangeville, where the flow becomes more northerly on Sunday, and that could be a favorable pattern to see an inch or two of snow. Again, it's a lower probability, only about a 25% chance of seeing an inch there. And then one other thing, southwest Montana isn't showing up with a lot of snowfall, but there is some potential to see some snow bands develop Saturday evening into the overnight hours behind the cold front. So we could have some periods of more intense snow that could cause some impacts, even though overall snowfall amounts don't look overly impressive. Here's just a look at temperatures through the week. Slight warm up with that cold front mixing things up on Saturday, but then we kind of return right back to where we have been. And that is due to the fact that it does look like high pressure is going to build back in behind this system, at least for the first part of next week. Mountains will be seeing above average temperatures, but valleys will likely be going back into inversions with potential for fog and low stratus to develop once again. Here's a look at the outlook for precipitation. So just to wrap things up, here's our weather matrix. Again, we're really zooming in on that Saturday into Sunday timeframe for impacts. Our next recorded briefing is on Sunday, December 8th. If you have any questions before then, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks. Have a great week.